those months of watching Jim Conway, looking at every angle, building their case, the police were almost there. Then with one gunshot, he was out of their reach.
Jim Conway going to jail on an unrelated charge to our charge was obviously devastating. There's no closure for that family. But not knowing what was going to happen in the future, if I would have sat down and wrote out a screenplay, I could not have written as well as it actually played out.
I knew that Jim Conway was possibly a suspect in Andrew's case. I had the idea, I don't know where the idea came from, that if I would meet the person who killed my son, I would know. I would somehow know.
It takes real strength to raise two boys alone. And there's no question my mother was strong. But to confront a man like Jim Conway?
Are you here to visit him?
That's a courage I can't even imagine.
No purses, cell phones, or drinks allowed back. You're going to want to go through this doorway.
When I got off the elevator, I thought I was going to pass out. I wondered if Conway was even going to see me. That was a thought that crossed my mind, that he's probably going to refuse to see me. So I saw him come on his side of the glass, and I thought, I'm going to have to pray my way through this because I don't have the strength to do this myself. And when I looked at him and I could see in his eyes, I just remember telling myself I could see through his soul. And I said, well, do you know where Andrew went? Do you know who he was with? And he was sort of playing along with, one of his friends. I don't know what happened, and here's who you can go see. And then I noticed his hands were shaking. That was the moment that I knew he had done it. I felt that I was looking into the eyes of the devil. I knew he was never going to regret what he did, but at least he could regret that Andrew's mother was in the picture and that she was going to see this through to the end.
A parent, a real parent, will always be there for their child. Right here, Jacob. This is where I let you down. Instead of coming home to you, I went with them. On the run, hiding out. I'd seen what they were capable of. But still, these were my friends. I mean, you think you're safe with your friends. But I was in a hotel room outside of town with Jim Conway and his guys. I mean, they shot a man, and then they threw a party. And that's when I realized that I wasn't one of them. And so did Jim Conway. I knew I shouldn't have been there. I felt lost. I took a wrong turn, and all I wanted was to go home to you, Jacob.
That last phone call, he was just calm. He said I didn't shoot anybody, and he said that I really miss you and Jacob, and I want to come see you. I thought he was on his way to the house, and he never showed up.
Remember how I told you Jim Conway was obsessed with Goodfellas? What I didn't realize was that it wasn't a gangster movie to him. It was a training film.
In the Goodfellas, you did a large crime. Afterwards, you needed to get rid of everybody that had participated in the crime because those were your witnesses.
Jimmy Conway thought I was gonna snitch. I never would have, but he didn't know me. And he was gonna get rid of anyone he didn't trust.
Should I stay down? Should I get gone? Should I go hard? Would it go wrong?
Andrew Dotson could testify against him as far as the Jesse James shooting.
And for guys like Conway, there's two types of people. There's the Jamie Horton, who you trust your life to. And then there's Andrew, who's a fringe guy, who you're not sure. And to someone like Conway, not sure equals you gotta die.
Everything is wrong. All that I can say in the verse takes me to places that hurt. I put my face in the pond. Splash it out, dash it out. Staring at a room full of cats that I cast it out.
see, hey, you're